House is a property. It has doors, windows, walls, and a roof. But we live in homes. Homes are uniquely personal. Home sweet home. Home is where the heart is. Home. There's no place like it. Homes are filled with memories and emotions. Families, friends, little moments, big celebrations. Where we unwind, where we kick back, where we feel safe, and where we can be our most true selves. At the end of the day, home life is what it's all about. OfferPad knows this is your home, not your house. That's why we do what we do. Every day, we aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating or time living.
Home Pros, it's Brian. I just wanted to jump on after about 30 days of our Home Pro program and just give some high level updates and what we're seeing and some feedback. So, first and foremost, to no surprise, the power of getting into the living room and presenting different options to the seller. It's powerful. And so, what we've been focused on, as we talked about originally, is getting through the entire process, making sure the inspections are done, everything is done, no longer Home Pros doing inspections, but then basically making it where you guys can do what you do best, and that is getting into the living room and presenting the three options. And so what we're seeing is similar to what we've seen in the past, is about a 25 to 35% conversion rate of choosing any solution. That's either an OfferPad offer, a homeward offer, and or a listing opportunity. And so, you guys, the power of the living room is just as good as we would have hoped, if not better. But we're still seeing across the board. We're still seeing. So for some people, it's working great. They're showing up to their appointments on time. They're having the right conversations. They're doing the right things. But in other areas, it's we're seeing people drop the ball a little bit. And so what we need to see is very strong, and what we faded out in the program are people that are more buyer agents, buyer friendly. And so nothing wrong with that. That just doesn't work for the Home Pro program. What we need is very strong agents and teams that have listing experience, and they're used to sitting in the living room and going over options with the seller. That is extremely important, because if you remember, what we want is the best solution for the seller. We don't want them to take the OfferPad offer. We don't want to push them that direction. We don't want to push them to the listing. What we want to do is figure out what they're trying to accomplish and find the best solution for them. And you guys, it's, you don't have to be very good at math to understand if you're getting into 8, 10, 15, 20 living rooms a month, depending on what it is, and you have a 25 to 30% conversion rate, the economics are very good and everybody wins. OfferPad wins because we're finding the best solution for the customer. You win, obviously, you're finding the solution that you're going to be involved with helping the seller. And the seller wins because we're presenting the best options for them moving forward. So we now, after being in the program a little over 30 days, we're going to start getting a little more disciplined with our scoring and making sure that agents in the program are hitting their conversion rates, that they're doing the basics, showing up on time, being professional, having listing experience, looking at the conversion, but also once these homes are listed, if they choose the listing option, is following through on that process. And so we have a team dedicated, you guys, and we are laser focused on this. Even in this environment, we're seeing it ramp every day. But please reach out with any questions, and you're going to start seeing more and more tools. The one thing, you guys, actually, before I jump here, we need to understand, and where you're going to get dinged is if you're not following up with our Orange Squad or with the call center of exactly where we are in the process. So the solution appointment is teed up for you, and you just got to show up. And you got to talk to them, and you got to talk about the solutions, and hopefully they choose one of the solutions then, or within a very short period of time. but you have to be able to keep us updated on what's happening with the solution, because there's a lot of stuff happening in the back end. One, we just want to know what's happening to the seller that came to OfferPad and where they are in the process. Then we're gonna keep working on more and more technology to make it easier for you guys. But for right now, just communicating with what we call internally the Orange Squad, let it know what's happening at every step of the way. That's going to be vital, and that's where you're going to be judged on as well and scored on as well. And so overall, we want this to be a win for everybody, and continue doing what you're doing. Any questions, please reach out. Thanks a lot.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here with us this morning. And more importantly, thank you for being part of the Home Pro program. Today, we will have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar. And to ask a question, just go to the Q&A at the top of your screen and click Ask a Question, and we'll go through as many as we can at the end of the meeting. But to kick things off, I'm really excited to introduce the man behind the vision with the experience that is making all this possible, our founder and CEO, Brian Bair. Brian, I turn it over to you.
Hey, everyone, and welcome. I wanted to do this and just do a quick intro. This is something I've been very, very excited about for a long time. When I founded OfferPad, it's been almost 10 years ago now, it was all with the
A quick say thank you all for joining us today. For our new home pros, be on the lookout for your agent dashboard login credentials. You'll be getting an email with those today, tomorrow, if you haven't already. For all of our home pros, you will be hearing from the Orange Squad, also known as the Customer Solutions Managers. They're going to be reaching out to you today, tomorrow, just for a quick check-in call, answer any questions you have, introduce themselves, and kind of guide you through the process. If you haven't already, please go in and finish your trainings. You can't get your first in-home appointment without finishing the training, so that is very important. And make this program and yourselves incredibly successful at the same time. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll be in touch really soon.
Thank you, guys. Good luck. Let's get after it.